Hey everybody, Aubrey Bailey here with your real estate update. What in the world happened in October 2025 in the Tampa Bay real estate market? Well, let's take a look really quick, and we're going to do this quickly. I want you to grab your notes and be ready to fly through it. So, first, take a look at your computer. You should have an email with a subject line, Chartmaster. What does that look like? Grab the most recent one that you have. So, I'm going to grab the one from Tampa Properties. Scroll down a little bit. It gives you a little bit of an overview, but what I want you to do is actually click down here towards the bottom where it has the group content library. You're going to click there, and this is your home. All you're looking for is market reports right here. You're going to scroll down to the most recent one, which in this case would be October 2025, and then download the PDFs. Now, if you have a computer with Microsoft Access, you could do the interactive charts. For what we're doing today, let's go ahead and grab the detached report. And we're going to take a look at what happened in October 2025. I'm only going to give you a couple examples. Here's the first example. So if you have a single family detached home in the month of October in Pinellas, Pasco, and Hillsborough County, 31.8% of these homes that went up for sale did not sell. So if you're meeting with a seller, you could say, Mr. and Miss Seller, let's say they're trying to overprice the home. I want you to look down the street. One out of three homes right now that goes up for sale is not selling. My goal isn't to get you into the two out of three that are. My goal isn't to list the house. My goal is to sell the house. And here's what the market is telling us about pricing your home. Then you go into pricing. Okay. Now, if you get the price right, here's what these mean. PR does not mean priced right. It means price reduced. So price reduced days on market versus not price reduced days on market. Mr. and Miss Seller, if we get the price right, we'll know within 10 days. It'll go under contract, won't have to reduce the price, and it'll bring roughly 99.2% of the list price. However, if we did not get the price right, and the market tells us that, it is taking on average for the homes that have to reduce 105 days, and they're bringing 89.7% of list price. Now, if you have a listing agents right now and it's been on the market for a while and you didn't have this conversation up front with your sellers, that's okay. Meet with them where they're at. Don't stress out about it. They've got to make the decision that's right for them and their family. What does that mean? When you're meeting with them, you can say, hey, I imagine you're frustrated right now. I feel it too. I want to get the home sold. And I want you to know you're not alone. In the current market, and the feedback we're getting is we're not priced quite right to get this home sold in today's market. And again, you're not alone. 59.5%, you guys see it right here, 59.5% of the homes that go up for sale right now are not priced right. Okay, so kind of back out of dialogue. Agents, if you look at these two together, 59.5% have to reduce to sell, 31.8% don't sell at all. The vast majority, over three-fourths of the homes that go up for sale right now, are not priced right. So, what is the median days on market? 57 days, and they're selling for 93.8%. Here's some good news, and this will be for another video. You are averaging in these offices between 97, 98% of list price. So, if someone's trying to list the property for less commission than you're charging, they probably should because they don't bring as much value to the ultimate sales price. Like, what matters more to a seller? What they're paying the brokerage, what they're paying the agent, or the size of the check that's in their hand when they get the home sold and they're driving away with their moving truck, right? It's what they have for their family. And you guys are getting sellers more money per sale than other agents in the MLS, substantially more. Okay. So, all right, let's take a look at just a couple more things on here because this is what you'll see in the headlines is you'll see what's going on with sales prices. Guys, I have some great news. I've been looking forward to saying this. Like, this is so good. The median sales price from September to October actually went up. We have been in the headlines for negative news for a while, being hit harder than most other areas. And look, prices actually went up. Now, overall, this year, this October versus last October, we're down not a big percentage, but 2.4%. But look at this. Median sales price actually went up last month. That is the first time we have seen that in a long time, and that absolutely is exciting news. Now, is it a big jump? No, but it's a positive indicator for those people that might be on the fence wondering what's happening in the market right now. Okay, now let's say you have a buyer. You're trying to make an offer on a property, and it's been on the market for 3, 4 months, and your buyer wants to put a low ball offer in a home that just hit the market, and they're having lots of showings and they're getting offers. If that's the case, that property is probably going to fall into this range where not price reduced, sold in 10 days, bringing 99.2% of list price. And keep in mind, 19.4% are still going above list price, but you'll know very quickly within 10 days if it's going to go above list price. So if you have a buyer right now who's looking for a deal on a property, they're a little hesitant. Go look at homes that have been on the market for 2 or 3 or 4 months. And let's say you're submitting an offer on a $500,000 property. They're looking at a $500,000 home. Okay. Now, you might go in at 460, and that listing agent may not have ever dealt with having to sit down with a seller and help them see, not be offended on an offer. What could this look like? I would submit this page with your offer, and here's what it would look like when I'm talking to the listing agent or I am submitting the offer with the listing agent. I'd include this page. And I might say, I know, Miss Listing Agent, that the seller may potentially see this as a low offer, this $460,000 offer on this property. And I wanted to give you something directly from the MLS that may help you have the conversation with your seller. What the MLS is showing us, that homes that have been on the market for more than 7 days, like this one, your listing's been on for 4 months, are selling ultimately for 90% of list price. So although our offer at 460 may seem low, the MLS is telling us that this home is actually probably going to sell for 450. I hope that helps you when you present this to your sellers, and we look forward to working together. Got it? I know I went quick because this is a video. You can pause it and rewind. That's what that looks like in single family detached homes. There's one other chart in here that I want you to see. You're gonna have to scroll down to, it's called the game board. And this gives you maybe a little easier way to have this conversation. It's page 27 of the PDF. For every 100 finalized listings in October, what happened? 68 of them sold. 28 got it right. You want to land on the green side of this, meaning they went under contract within 10 days. They brought 99.2% of list price. However, out of the 68 that sold, 40 had to have a price reduction, took them 105 days to sell, and they got 89.7% of list price. Okay. Add that to the 32 that failed. The 32 that failed plus 40 that had to get the price reduced means 72 out of every 100 listings is not priced correctly. Guys, hear me when I say this. If you want to succeed in this market, you have got to get price reductions. Every week, look at your listings that have been on. If they've been on more than 2 weeks, you need to be talking about a price reduction. That's what needs to happen right now. So here's one other piece to help you. When it's not priced right, these sellers are carrying this home an extra, what is that? 95 days. It's on the market an extra nine, and it goes from 10 days in the market to 105. That means an extra 3 months of making the bed, doing the dishes, cleaning the house, leaving for dinner, making sure everything's vacuumed, right? To get the home sold. And they're netting 10% less for the home. So if they want to get the most amount of money in the shortest period of time, price it right, generate some buzz about it. Homes are still getting multiple offers when you can't underprice a home. Price it right. So hopefully that helps. The only other one I wanted to show you was single family detached. We'll just spend just a second on this one because take a look. Completely different market. 43% of condos, townhouses, and villas, see up here, condos, townhouses, and villas, are not selling in these areas. 43.3% in Hillsborough, Pasco, and Pinellas are not selling. 65% of the homes that go up for sale that do sell are having to reduce to get the home sold. If you get the price right, you're going to know within 17 days, and it's probably going to bring 97.2%, not 99% like the single family detached. If you get the price wrong, we're approaching half a year on the market, and it's going to bring 86% of the list price. Here's the other piece. Look in the middle here. Do you see how many months of inventory we have? Red indicates a buyer's market. We are not in very much of a seller's market in all but two categories for condos, townhouses, and villas. Be very careful when you're taking those listings. You have got to get those priced right because you have a massive chance that it will not sell during your listing period. So, all right, that's your market update. We could dig into so much more of this. I trust this helps you. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me directly, and I'll absolutely help you through navigating the market. So, talk to you soon. Hope you have a wonderful week. See ya.